Okay, so on to the next Skip the Line reaction, and this one is called Tommy Tokyo, The Remaining Days of My Life, and this was requested by Tom Bredesen. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the support. For those of you who want to join the Sphere, you can do that. I'm leaving the links down in the comment section. If you join the Sphere for a very small fee per month, you can have access to additional content that gets placed there every single day. You can also request Skip the Line reactions or priority reactions as well. That's one of the perks with becoming a paid member. Skip the Line reactions, you got to pay a bit more, obviously, because you skip the entire line and you get your reaction almost immediately. That's what these are. But if you don't want to do any of that and you want to join the Fable community, you can do that, and that's completely and utterly free. So you can create a little profile. It works exactly like a social media page. You can post and you can chat with me, you can chat with Cucumber Squad, and you can even create your own groups. It's pretty cool. Go take a look. Link is in the pinned comment. Let's rock and roll. Tommy Tokyo, The Remaining Days of My Life. Let's go.
Out of depression, feeling like a brand new man. No darkening obsession, I never wrote no final plan. I hear all the birds now singing just for me. I see a whole choir sitting in the sycamore tree.
Hey.
And I can barely catch my breath because the sound is everywhere. And I am here. I feel the tears run down my face, and I am crying like a child. I'm so beguiled, like a child.
I really like the chorus in this. I actually like the instrumentation quite a lot in this. But the chorus actually takes you to that place that he's talking about. So, he's talking about his depression, essentially. So he's out of his depression. He's finally seen the light. He's looking at the world very differently, right? So he's not in this dark space anymore. And it almost feels like being in heaven. And that chorus sounds like you're in heaven. It sounds like it's freeing to a certain degree. You know what I mean? So the chorus is really great. And it really feels like he's just got a new awakening. I feel like he's gone through, as everybody else does, through hardships in life and through trials and tribulations, and he might have had a shift in mindset, or his situations has drastically changed, and he kind of sees that choir in the sky. He sees the light. He sees the beauty of what will be the remaining days of his life, because he's now awoken into something new and something beautiful, and at least the remaining days of my life will be lived in a bit of peace, which I think is quite beautiful. Let's go.
Ooh, child, and I will go on from here. Yes, I will go on. From here, I will go on. Won't drink just a dose of in front of the TV. I want to be as honest as I can be.
Hey.
I fooled a lot of people. I even fooled my wife. It's time for a change now. The remaining days of life.
Hey, I like that. I like the fact that he's seeking redemption over here. So, and in doing that, you've got to sort of come out with your with your demons, and you've got to come out and be like, okay, you've got to admit to what you are. You got to admit to, and that's usually a really, really like hard space to look into, right? To actually go in there and be like, I was actually a horrible person. I actually was an arsehole. I tried to fool many people. I tried to pull the wool over many people's eyes. and that kind of thing. And it was that attitude and it was that mindset that kept me in the state of depression. And only now do I see that through all of my sins, through everything that I've done, through all of the people that I've hurt and have traveled that road, I've suffered all this pain. But now when I look back, I realize these were things that were holding me back. Right, I needed to change this. My redemption needs to come with an apology to those people. It needs to come with realizing that, what my deeds were, and things like that. So I like the fact that he's actually putting that out there, because that's part of that therapeutic process, right? That's part of the awakening, is to actually be like, okay, what I've done in my life was terrible, and I need to fix that. It's okay. We're all human. We all go through things, and we'll do things that are wrong. Every single one of us, right? But what's unbelievably powerful is that awareness of actually coming into that aspect where you introspect a little bit. Because once you introspect and you realize that you are, a fallen soul, and you are just human, and you realize that is actually something you can work with. You can build a mechanic that you can work with moving forward in your life, right? I mean, life will still carry on. There's still going to be hardships and things like that, but you can build a system around your life where you can at least be cognizant of those things that you do, and you work towards not doing them anymore, right? It comes with wisdom. It comes with age, right? So you make all of those mistakes until you get to a point where you realize, Jesus, what have I done? Now that I've acquired this wisdom, I can live out the rest of my days of my life in peace. That's the story of life, I guess, right? That's why I said, you can't just tell kids, oh, do what you want, man. Kids are smart. Kids are dumb. Kids are stupid. And I don't mean that in a derogatory term. I don't mean to insult children. I've got a kid of my own, right? But I'm never going to allow my kid to just go off and do whatever he likes, because he's going to destroy his life, right? That's it. As an older person, as a parent, right? You need to impart the wisdom from your life onto him, the mistakes from your life onto him. You need to teach him, guide him, right? Because you've existed for longer than he has. So it all comes with wisdom, man. Wisdom comes with age.
And I can barely catch my breath, because the sound is everywhere. And I am here. I feel the tears run down my face, and I am crying like a child. I'm so beguiled.
I really like this chorus.
Like a child. Ooh, child. And I will go on from here. And I will go on from here. I will go on.
I like how he says that I will go on from here. It's almost as if he had no control of this before, right? And I feel like obviously he didn't have any control of this before, but he speaks of it. He speaks of that as if it's like a different person, as if it's not him himself. It was like somebody else who had the wheel, who was like at the wheel of his life. And like now that he's had this like major awakening, and that now his path has now been illuminated because of the lessons learned in his past. He's like, okay, I can go on from here, right? And the way he actually says it is actually quite uplifting to a certain degree, and it's very like confirming in the sense. It's like, okay, no, I've got this now, right? I didn't have it before. I don't know why, right? Somebody else was driving that part of my life, but now I can go on from here. Now I can actually take it from here, right? I don't need to lean onto anybody else. I don't need to be a burden to anybody else. I can go on from here, and I can stand on my own 2 feet from here, right? I can take this journey and take this road on my own, because I've acquired enough wisdom to be able to stand on my own 2 feet. Right? I like that. that piece actually. I also like that whole 70s sound. This has got very much a 70s sound. And I feel like this is the kind of song that you'd play on an LP, right? So take an LP out, put it in your LP player or your record player. Pour yourself a glass of whiskey, grab a cigar, sit on the couch, and you know what I mean, just mellow out to this kind of song. It's got that type of feel, right? Super 70s. Really cool, very entertaining. I actually really enjoyed the song. Really enjoyed the song. This is something I'd guaranteed play in the background. Just have it in the background on a Sunday. Love it. I thought this was actually a very cool song, and I love the message of this as well. Super powerful. Love you all. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.